This is Nddc Today.
You will admit that it's been quite a journey, even this year alone. But the journey continues. This week, we're not too happy in the Niger Delta. The Niger Delta is weeping. I am Patrick Oke. Welcome to Nddc Today. Yes, the floods are here again. All over the Niger Delta, communities and inhabitants have had to relocate. People have left their homes and are sleeping on the major roads all across the Niger Delta. It's a really pathetic situation. We visited Ahoda West last year. We thought that was really bad, and we thought by this year things would have improved. Let's see that report again last year and compare it to what is still happening this year. In the Niger Delta, it's always been a case of water everywhere, but none to drink. But since 2012, the situation has taken a dramatic turn. The water is now attacking the rural communities. Everywhere is floods. Water now in the houses, on the roads, on the streets, even in the bedrooms. Many settlements in western Ahoda have been badly hit.
The drivers drive. They pursue me, the drivers they come.
No cranny or nook has been spared. This year, as often, the Orasha River has burst its banks, and the resultant floods have been unforgiving.
According to people and rumors, they say that this time around is down.
The floods have shown no regard for personalities, chieftains, or churches. Everything and everyone has been touched.
We just suffer. No way to play. The children cannot play. We cannot walk because everywhere is filled of water.
It's difficult to imagine that just 4 months ago, this was a thriving farming and fishing community. Now they need not go into the river to fish. The river has brought the fish to their compounds, roads, and parlors. Just throw a net in what was once your parlor and you could get this.
Put the net and I just go check the net.
Unfortunately, the water also brings in displaced reptiles looking for an abode.
They killed 3 today. That way they are swimming for every time. Like this young man, that was 4 days ago. Snake went and bite him. You understand? But we thank God, we find a means to solve that problem.
The vehicle of choice for visiting friends is now the canoe. What was once a bedroom is now a submerged swim away. Now, I think the real Olympic swimming medal should go to the guys here. Living in these conditions is really sheer madness. To compound the situation, it seems this has become a yearly occurrence in Ahoda West and other Niger Delta riverine states. So, why don't the people move?
To relocate from their own community. It's not by our power. It's not by our power. At least you can move to another place. The resources to manage other communities, it's not there with us. It is government that manage those things. But we cannot run away, we are just here.
So, they can't move. Although some have moved upstairs, as the water has taken the entire ground floor and grounds.
Auntie, good afternoon. How are they now? Sorry.
New staircases and walkways have been improvised.
Now give it to the Niger Deltans. Their resolute spirit of survival is unassailable in the midst of tragedy.
This place, they manage, they hard for us. No be small suffer where we dey.
But you be modern woman, you get eyelash.
Now, make you find small so that my husband go see me. Make I find small. Even though flood dey safe, so we go dey need.
This is a sand dune, part of a failed attempt at shore protection and reclamation. This sand haven in the town is now doubling as a bedroom for many who have nowhere to sleep.
Very soon, if you look, you will see just a few of them are coming. Anything from 6, 7, you will see here we don't fill up with people because no place to pass night. Always come here.
The consensus of opinion here is that the authorities haven't done enough.
We are part of Nigeria. It looks as if we are not part of this council. Just country. I don't know. People are wicked. We have Oil West. We have Oil West. The government don't even think about us. They have been suffering this thing since 2012.
Nothing. Till now, almost 2 months, this place is flooded. The local governments never come one day. Brand. No food. We struggle before we eat.
A lot of the villages in Bayelsa, Delta, Rivers, Akwa Ibom are this flooded. A lot of the people are now in ID camps, and the commission is going to make provision for them, both medical and relief material, to go through so that they can have good Christmas and Medicare. As the flood is receding, they will have to make preparation for them to come back.
So the NDDC has come as cavalry to the rescue. It has provided maternal delivery kits and cholera vaccines to ameliorate the pains of the displaced inhabitants of the flood-ravaged communities in this local government area. In his address, the chairman of Ahoda West local government area, Honorable Hope Ikiriko, who was represented by the vice chairman of the council, Mrs. Obele Jack Roberts, remarked that apart from the Rivers State government, the NDDC was the only agency that had responded to the cries of the people for assistance.
Besides, the people of the LGA have also mandated me to remind you that the Niger Delta Development Commission could grant provision of relief, reconstruction, and rehabilitation materials as the food crops and means of livelihood of the high-populated rural dwellers are destroyed by flood.
He appealed to the NDDC to also assist the council in reconstruction and equipping the dilapidated General Hospital in Joinkrama and the Model Health Center in Okogbe. Ikiriko assured the NDDC that the council would help to supervise the distribution of medical supplies provided for the displaced people by the commission.
That was 2019, and we thought that by this year things would have improved a little. It hasn't at all. In fact, the situation across the Niger Delta is much worse than it was last year. Communities are devastated. We visited one of such communities in Ughelli South local government, a cute little town known for many things, particularly intercommunal trading. It's in a shambles.
In January this year, the Nigerian Meteorological Agency (NIMET) had forewarned that about 114 local governments in Nigeria will go under floodwaters if adequate steps were not taken to avert it. That prediction has now come true, and it has come with its devastating impact on towns, cities, and local communities, and the people of the Niger Delta in no small measure. Okwagbe, a community in Ughelli South local government area of Delta State, for instance, is one of the Asian communities where the journey on land terminates into the rivers. A commercial route and destination for locals and international merchants in ages past. Even with its undeveloped local port, Okwagbe in ages past till now is known for the voluminous throughputs of commerce and trade and is central to connecting hundreds of other coastal towns and communities far deep in the creeks of the Delta, Bayelsa, and beyond to the upland. This coastal city in Delta is landlord to the ever-popular Okwagbe market. From here, buyers from across Nigeria usually troop in to buy in quantum one of Nigeria's best locally brewed local gin called Ogogoro, alongside fish, palm oil, and other agricultural produce. These many attributes of one single community places Okwagbe in the commerce map of Nigeria. Okwagbe, which is said to have been giving so much to the Niger Delta region and the country at large, is today in ruins, in the belly of the devastating floodwaters that has become a yearly occurrence since 2012, sending the people packing in and out of their homes with no solution in sight.
Flood was not like this initially. It used to come occasionally before, but now it's subsequent flood. Now it's every year now we are experiencing this flood now. It has become an annual problem now.
The lives of many in Okwagbe have been naturally altered since 2012, when Nigeria first experienced its worst flood disaster in our nation's history. Mr. Ogbogbo is an indigene of Okwagbe, and many like him have not had peace for the past 8 years due to the attack of the waters.
It is like 2 stores do not stay. The water is up to this place now, it's going down now. The year 2012, the flood just take us unaware. We don't think we big like this. So, because we never experienced like that once, when it come that 2012, it now spoil many of our goods. That bring my breakdown today.
They suffer well. Almost 4 weeks now, I never ate and they stop. I never eat. I had to just to eat. If you saw small things, you go take a eat. I don't know if they go market, I don't know if they do anything. Any money when I send, I have to take a eat. I don't know if they carry they go travel. You don't tell what they suffer. Last year, we see suffer like this. The upper year, we see suffer like this. The year 2012, we never went a year at all.
The natural coastal ambience of Okwagbe waterfront in the 70s and 80s was said to be attractive and suitable enough as a major tourist site, which could have fed the government additional revenue. But the beach was never harnessed, and all that untapped resource had been lost to lack of planning and environmental degradation.
The whole of the water side, it used to be a very good beach, but the beach have all washed away and gone into the river.
Elsewhere in Ohoro and environs in Ugali North local government, the story of the flood here has not been different. Since September 1st this year, when the flood water hit every home in the community and sent everyone packing to anywhere they could be safe, there were many losses.
So far now, some people should have died.
How?
Huh?
How?
They fall for water. They fall for water. Water can carry the children.
Although the residents of these communities are almost coming to terms with the flooding as a way of life, especially since 2012, what could be done to salvage the ugly situation is the big question on their lips, and which only government authorities can give answers to. It will be recalled that in early September 2020, the Minister of the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs, Senator Godswill Akpabio, inaugurated an 11-member interagency committee on assessment of potential impacts of flooding and the level of preparedness in the Niger Delta region. During the inaugural ceremony of that committee, Senator Godswill Akpabio stressed the importance of the assignment and the expected end results. It can be recalled that this is the first committee to be put in place ever to tackle flood matters in the Niger Delta.
We are not praying that those things must happen, but with the prediction coming from the experts, we must make hay while the sun shines. We found that there was any community or group of people, even an institution that fails to plan, has planned to fail. We cannot wait to be only reactive. We should be proactive.
The minister went further to spell out the major terms of reference that would guide the committee's report.
Number one, to assess the anticipated impact of the 2020 seasonal rainfall prediction in the Niger Delta region, the 9 states of the Niger Delta. Then two, to assess the expected flooding, its impact in the region, and also to ensure major flood preparedness in all the 9 states of the Niger Delta region. And then we also do assessment of the human displacement management plans, assessment of human displacement as a result of the flood. So we should have plans to be able to take care in the event of such occurrence. We should identify locations for possible IDP camps in the event of evacuation in the region if the flood gets to the level that we are predicting now.
The acting managing director of the NDDC, Professor Daniel Pondey, lamented the lack of synergy between the NDDC and the region's state governments in the past, even as he expresses worries about the states of the livelihood of victims of floods in the past, whose livelihood, he noted, have never been the same.
Now, the impact on the people of the region has not been taken into consideration. It is now becoming like a way of life, but their lives are totally disrupted, especially those living in the freshwater area. And if this committee does the work and comes up with a work plan, and as an intervention agency, NDC does some intervention, I think it will go a long way.
Many people from Ughelli South local government of Delta State know that quaint settlement called Okwagbe, and many like it are now in worse situation than can they ever merit. Now, since 2012, this has been a regular yearly occurrence and is getting worse it looks every year. The government and the people and stakeholders of the Niger Delta need to do something very fast about this. Let's hope that the Inter-Ministerial Committee to look at the floods in the Niger Delta will do something significant soon. From the floods, Bayelsa, we know, is under threat as well, but it was also the beneficiary of some NDDC road projects, particularly in Sagbama and Yenagua local government areas, where the NDDC has tried its best to provide roads.
NDDC's determination to provide every community in the Niger Delta with good and accessible roads has led to the construction of the Sagbama Main Town Road in Sagbama local government area of Bayelsa State. Here, the road construction, now complete, has availed the people the opportunity to move from one end of the road to another without hindrance. They have now taken this road construction as a blessing. The people of Sagbama community expressed their joy from the bottom of their hearts for this road constructed in their town.
Sagbama local government was created far back 1976, which is about 42 years thereabout, and we have not experienced nylon tarred roads in Sagbama, and this is the first of its kind. And when these roads commenced, the 99% of Sagbama people were happy because the roads we were using were beyond usable because it was concrete roads. But when they put the nylon tar on top of the roads, people were overexcited.
Wow, this road actually brought joy to every member of this community because we've not seen a tarred road before now, and this is the first time NDDC, through courtesy NDDC, they came and they tarred the road. Not just only this road, there are so many other roads they've done, and I think the whole community were so excited about it, and kudos to NDDC.
Similarly, the people who reside on New GRA Extension Road Phase 2 in Yenagoa local government area of Bayelsa State could not believe their eyes seeing the actualization of the road construction of their internal road. This is as a result of what they have passed through in the past, with a road filled with potholes. So the coming of this road is God-sent.
It was a no-go area initially. Initially when we came, we were parking along this side, then you walk. When we are building, we are moving our, when you pack your things here, cement, sand, granite, all the materials we used in building, we had to park here and transload them down to the house. The road was really bad.
Good work. All we have to say is appreciation, good work, good effort. Timely completion, superb road, as you can see, and we are grateful.
With the construction of this road, the Niger Delta Development Commission has now provided the inhabitants of the neighborhood with a motorable access road to their homes and businesses, thereby enhancing the socio-economic lives of the people in and around the area.
We don't visit mechanic again because the road is a smooth way drive now. We don't visit mechanic. Before, our cars, we can't pass with it.
The Baratoru Akaibiri Road is another area in Yenagoa local government area in Bayelsa, where residents have also benefited from the intervention of the Niger Delta Development Commission. This is an area that has been without good and accessible roads for years, where residents have had to endure the terrible conditions the roads leading to their homes were. Only canoes could access this road. Such was the hopeless situation of residents until the Nddc brought succor to the inhabitants of the road from Baranaturu and Akaribiri Road with the construction of a 2-kilometer asphaltic concrete pavement with 4 kilometers reinforced line drains and 16 meters by 900 millimeters diameter ring culverts with an average width of carriageway of 7.3 meters.
The work we have done serious job for them. It was stress for this area, but we try our own best to make sure everything comfortable for everybody and for the community.
It used to be very difficult to transport foodstuff in the community, according to the words of Honorable Seyifa Jones.
It has been of no use for the marketers and for the residents, the people living around. We find it very difficult each time we go to the market, bring food into the community to sell. What you buy, whatever thing you buy lesser in other community, you buy it higher because of the road is of no use. The vehicles, the transporters cannot come into this place.
Since the road is what they have been clamoring for, the youth of the community came together to give the contractors the maximum support.
This is something we have been clamoring for, so there was no disturb from the community, neither from the youths. So we really give them our support.
The Revival Chapel Road is also an intervention road that the Nddc has decided to get involved with by constructing the internal road leading into the community. Located in Yenezuegene in Yenagoa local government area of Bayelsa State. The community, only accessible by canoes, has made life terrible for these people of this area.
The place was really very, very bad. A marshy environment. You pity the people coming out from their houses to go to their daily activities.
Because the condition of this road before, in fact, nobody can explain. This place, in fact, we used canoe to pass here before this time.
The construction of this road by the Niger Delta Development Commission has helped transform the living conditions of the people in this area as the value of housing in this area has increased.
Before this time, it was wonderful because I was one of the first people that ever resident here. The road was so bad, you couldn't come in. Before you dress, you have to wear a boot out of this place. As you are coming, you change outside again, wearing boot to your place. But now we can bring our goods. In fact, before that time, it looked as if you are not living in town. You are in a village because there is no road to access your your home.
The construction of this road was actually helped by the community people who assisted with the construction work.
The relation between the contractor and the community was very peaceful.
This road linking the Do Good to Church Road is a major road that even at this stage of construction has opened up the Etegwe community, which also connects Church Road in the Yenagua local government area.
Coming here in the first place, all here is waterlogged. It's covered with water, submerged in water. So what we did first was to first of all take how the water flows, the runoff, how it happens. We survey the area, we take our levels, and after that, we start to block off the drain, the water. So with that, we quickly run our drain and our retaining wall and divert them to the culvert. There's a drain, there's a canal very close, like 200 meters away. We divert it to that area.
The importance of this road cannot be overemphasized, as this has made the people of Etegwe community come out to give their support to the workers executing the project. Inhabitants of these communities eagerly look forward to the completion of the road to allow for free vehicular and human movement.
We believe that this project will actually enhance the economic status of this place. People come and build shops, even rentage may eventually become high because so many persons, and more so being that this is a very focal point in Bayelsa State, leading down to Amasoma and all that. This is a place very many persons are actually yearning to come.
Are they happy well for this road when they do? I'm even happy pass. Mostly these brains, then they spoil this for my hand before. But me, are they happy every day and night? Are they praise God help us? May they do this road finish.
Well, they said before that if the NDDC is to make impact in areas where its impact will be seen visibly, it's in Bayelsa State, because it's one of the smallest states, but a great contributor to the states that make up the total amount of oil that is drilled from the Niger Delta every year, thus adding to the coffers of government. Well, they've got those roads, and we're hoping that more development will come to Bayelsa, as indeed the rest of the other 8 states of the Niger Delta. We'll be here every week to tell you just how this IMC is working towards that direction. They've been nice, because really all of us are supposed to be involved in the development of the Niger Delta, brandishing ideas and staking our interest and commitments to the area. Thank you for being with us. We'll be here same time next week. From all of us, bye.